Hi guys. Happy, where are we? Tuesday. Wait, I want to show you this in the background. We just taped FYI Philly, and this is the rainbow. Like I have a pencil, like I'm a teacher. Oh, aren't we all? We're all kind of doing the teachers' jobs right now, which is nuts. And we miss you to all of our teachers. This is one of the rainbows that Priscilla has been painting in our house, and she's super cute and has been really excited about it. So we made a big batch, and we're going to send them out to the grandmas and some of the other special ladies in our lives to spread a little love, trying to keep the kids occupied. Anybody out there who has any tips, let us know. It's, what did we figure? Is this week 9? Trying not to count. Trying to count and not count. Hi, Scott. Scott's like, how are you today? You know what? So I have to tell you, everybody knows that I'm a major bright sider. And one of the reasons why and how that I've been able to do that is I'm one of those people who is really, really good at the next goal, right? So, okay, I have the next thing to look forward to. I have the next, the next vacation. I love, I always love to kind of like dangle a carrot and say, all right, we'll do this. And then here comes what's next. So now it's a little hard. It's actually crazy because we kind of don't know where this is going. And so we don't know what's next. And so the goals and the goal setting are a little difficult. I don't know if you agree with me, if you guys agree. I think it's we did okay. We were, we were getting through. And then all of a sudden, this past weekend, I was like, when does this end? Right? So we had dates. Now we're like, okay, June 4th. Does June 4th, could something happen? Could we start to open? We know obviously why we're doing this. There's no question. And I always mention that because, I wrote something the other day and I said, hey, I feel like it's okay to be upset about things that you're missing. It's okay to be upset about losses. There's massive tragedy. There's death, and it's absolutely devastating. And to the nursing homes or assisted living places, it's devastating. People can't see their dying family members. It's awful. But I think this pandemic has really been a thief along the way. Things really big, but also really, that some people may say, oh, how could you get upset about that right now? But I think it's okay. I feel like it's okay for you to be upset about the things you're missing. Kids are missing their sports. They're missing their school. They're missing their friends. It's been really hard in our house. Our daughter loved going to school. So the fact that she's, the other day she said to me, I don't want to go to school at home anymore. I mean, she likes it. She likes the assignments and stuff, but she's like, I don't want to do this here. I didn't want this break. I didn't ask for this, And so, so then on Friday, I picked up this bag from her kindergarten, and it had, the school had a setup, and they've collected all the things from the kids. And so it was, some learning material, and it was, her iPad from school and whatever else, and books. And in that bag were all of her really special things from the classroom. And I was the class mom for kindergarten, for her kindergarten class. So I would see these things all the time when I would go in, the name from the welcome sign and the name on the back of her seat and the name on her cubby and all of the little special things that were, defining her experience there, her pencil case. And also, I know this stuff must sound really, really basic and mundane. I mean, of all the things that we could be upset about, I mean, I worry about people's jobs. I worry about people's lives. I worry about people's mental health right now. I worry about all these things. And this is the one thing that broke me. I open this bag and I see all of these little things that are like, this is it for her. So for school, right? And will there be camp? Would we feel comfortable? So many questions. So all of a sudden, it just kind of, on Sunday, I just started crying. And crying for me is never a good thing because once I let it all out, it's like really hard for me to put it back in. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I'm like, right? And it was Mother's Day. And I haven't seen my mother, and we miss her like crazy. She lives in New York City. She's been taking care of my brother for 9 weeks, and he had COVID-19, so we can't be around her. I miss her face. I miss my mother-in-law. We had a big Zoom with my husband's family, so like 18 people on a big Zoom call, right? I'm sure you guys are doing a lot of these big Zoom calls, right? So it's not the same. Right? It's like, we know why we're doing it, but it's not the same. Like, I want to see them. I want to hug them. I want to kiss them. I'm an extrovert. So I don't know if you guys are feeling the way I feel, which is this is a really tough gig for an extrovert. We get it. We stay home. We want to, be safe. We want to be healthy. Wait, so Lorene just said, I like the rainbow in the background. Let me make sure you can see it. That's part of Priscilla's latest artwork. I think it was better before. And then I got this really cute, let's see if I can get it. I got this really cute little tray for appetizers. Isn't this really cute? So there's like, you could put little trinkets on here, or you can put little appetizers on here. So I thought this was so cute. But anyway, so it's just been it's been crazy. Like we can't see people in person. I'm lucky to be able to actually go to the newsroom because we have a set group there. We are so happy to have each other. And really, I think the funny thing is all of us are extroverts. So we're so thrilled to be able to just see each other's faces and like be together, even in this small group, and even as stressful as it is to be in the world. And hand sanitizer and we're wiping everything, the newsroom's super clean. And so we feel comfortable. Everyone's wearing a mask. But then to not be able to see our family, not to be able to see our friends, it's like, it's really been a long haul. And the thing is, we just kind of don't know when it ends. So that's what okay, this is Kyle. He said, be honest about our feelings. Yeah, I'm always a person who can say, all right, this too shall pass. Right? This too shall pass. But maybe I just had to like hit a day where I said, "Ooh, this feels like it's not passing yet." Right? Like we're still in this, trying to keep it happy around the house, trying to keep it bright for our daughter, who's really been missing all of her things. And it's hard for her to understand, although we tell her, we're home, so we don't get sick and we don't get other people sick, and she gets it. They get it, right? But I feel like, I drive around the city and I see so many boarded up businesses and everything just seems so sad, except that then I know Gina says not hugging my kids, my mom is killing. It's like, it's a lot, especially if you're a really affectionate person. Now, someone told me the other day, and you can tell me what you think about this, that they think that this is harder for introverts because they're alone. Maybe it's harder for people who are shy. I don't know. Yeah. So Cindy, is this true? I saw a headline about this. So New Jersey canceled all of the drive-by parades. Well, that's tough because that was what was, I think, bringing, I have to look into that headline, Cindy, about canceling all the drive-by parades and get all the details. There's probably just been a press conference, or there's one now, so I have to look. But yeah, that's really unfortunate if that's the case, because I think to see each other, right, to support each other. Marlo has no money coming in. This is a lot of people, Marlo. I'm worried. Like, I worry for the economy. I worry for people's mental health. I worry for the kids. I wonder for what starts to feel normal. And then I worry for people and their health and people who have this, because we have a lot of people in our family who are recovering right now, and everyone seems to be doing okay. Thank goodness. But we also know the other stories. So, yeah. So Melissa says it's starting to really get to me. Yeah, it's starting. It is. It's starting to get to me too. Let's see. Carol says So David's saying that I'm a fear spreader. So maybe we can talk about that for a second. I didn't think that's what we were doing here. I thought we were just kind of checking up on each other to see how we were doing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what fear you think I'm spreading, but basically I'm just kind of trying to be honest with my feelings. I mean, I think everybody wants to look, close your eyes and go back to the first week in March before any of this started. And it's so incredible how much damage it's caused in 2 months. I mean, from, businesses, and this is a city that is built on moms and pops, and every weekend we try to order and do and pick up, and I'm like, what are the people, who are the people that we can help, and who are the people that we can support as much as we can, right? But it's hard for some people to support because they don't have money coming in right now, they don't have jobs coming in. So it's been really crazy to look and see the effects of this, and then just to think, in my own little world, in our own little family, how much it's affected us, and how we can try to keep looking to the other side. If I'm being honest, it just in the last couple of days got a lot harder than it had been, and that could be because my husband and I are both out of the house every day, so we are out doing the news. Someone just wrote something about our daughter. Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. Our days haven't really changed, other than we are probably working twice as hard as we ever worked to do the same job, which is fine because we're happy to have jobs and we're happy to be active. At first it was hard being out in the world because you're like, what about the germs and what about the and everything. And we're still like that, but I'm a germaphobe, and we got our system down and we have that all set. So that's that. But we have a routine, and our daughter said to us, well, why do you get to go to work and I don't get to go to school? And it's tough. It's really, really hard. And I know that it's hard for everybody. And I keep saying this, this affects every single person. Like Angel here saying he's been out of work since March 22nd and hasn't heard anything from unemployment. This is rough, right? I mean, they're saying, unemployment worse than the Great Depression, whatever the statistics are. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we're all suffering, right? In one way or another. Health, emotionally, mentally, financially, physically. I feel so, somebody just told me to fix my top. Sue, thank you so much, because I moved before and something must have moved. You are a good friend, Sue Collins. Thank you. So Cody just got some unemployment for 7 weeks, right? And then you can say, hang in there, right? How far will this check take me? How long will this check last? How much can I keep, doing? What's the best I can do right now, right? So the best you can do right now is literally the best you have. And that's it. And Barbara says, we will get through this. Positive thoughts, good vibes. Janet's wishing my brother well. Thank you. We had a couple of people in our family who are on the mend right now. So we're absolutely happy about that. It's a story that doesn't have, we know where it started. We have the beginning. We know the beginning of this story, but I guess we're in the middle, right? Are we in the middle? Where are we? And every weekend we try to find something to look forward to. Somebody asked about our childcare. Marie said, you look stressed. You know what, Marie? I was doing okay, actually, until this past weekend. And then, you know what I think happened? Thursday, they moved the date in Pennsylvania to June 4th. And that night I didn't sleep. I thought, wow, I'm worried. I'm worried about the economy. I'm worried about people. I'm worried about their health. And then it just kind of snowballed. And then this just emoted this whole past weekend, and having to talk to our family on Zoom and whatever else. So, and not be able to see people's faces and not being able to hug them. So it's been hard, but hard. That's the hard thing in my life. People have it everywhere you look. People will have it better. People will have it worse. And so that's what we have to remember. And so like the kindness that we show each other and the empathy, I think now more than ever has to be absolutely so much more real than it's ever been, because we really, really don't know. We don't know what people are going through. We have to be empathetic. We have to be kind. And that's it. That's the only way. I've seen a lot of negativity on social media. I've seen a lot of shaming. I've seen a lot of people using nasty words. My opinion, everyone has their feelings and it's getting really hard. People are getting really itchy. They've been stuck in the house and they're getting antsy. But we have to still be kind to each other. And telling people off on social media is definitely not the way to fix this. I mean, because we don't have a guidebook and we don't really have a timeline, I think. Hopefully sooner than later. Hi, Liz. Miss you. Yeah, I'm seeing so many sweet notes here. It's hard. It's hard for, I think, every single person. But I think if we, every day I try to think to myself, count my blessings. We have to. I think that this time at home it's given us perspective we've never had. I mean, it's created hardships we've never had. I want to ask you quickly, let me see what time it is because I'm on the air back at the station in about 35 minutes. How are the parents holding up? How are you really actually holding up? Because this, what do we have, about a month or a month and a half left? Hi, Rosemary. She's so cute. How are we really holding up? I mean, the teachers are trying to teach the parents, the teachers who are parents are trying to teach their own kids and then teach their class. And, William, what's your favorite color? Ann Alicia. That's so funny that you call me that. I have so many people who call me Ann Alicia. I feel like I'm everyone's Ann. This is my favorite color. Orange is my favorite color. So thanks for asking. But it's been a lot. It's been a lot on everybody, and the working moms, the stay-at-home moms, the dads. It's like, but it's Tuesday, right? And so every week I say, okay, we got a new week, right? We got a new week. We got a fresh start, and we can do this. We can do this. Somebody just asked me, what is it about Philly? And I was like, Philly has so much grit and Philly is so strong. I took this picture on Sunday when we went for a walk on Mother's Day and I was like, hang in there, Philly, with like a little muscle, because this city has got the kind of attitude that it's going to take to get us to the other side. It's a big city, but it's a small town. Everyone knows each other. Everyone loves each other and people are rooting for each other here. So it's going to be all right. Okay. Tracy Allen, I'm going to end with this. Hold on. Then I want to talk to Tony. PPP, prayers, patience, and positivity. Prayers, patience, positivity. Tony says, hello from New York City, ground zero of the pandemic. Our family is there as well. So Tony, we know what you're going through. We can't wait for the day we go back to New York City and see every single person in our family. It's been really hard for us not to see them. And a lot of them have been sick and are sick. And so one step at a time, one day at a time, right? So what did we have? Prayers, positivity. Now I have to go back. Where's our PPP here? Prayers, patience, and positivity, right? That's it. Stick together. So I'll be on at 12:30. I love you guys so much, honestly. Sorry, it's been a while to check in. And if you have any stories, especially if you have stories of hope, if you have things that are going to show us how people are getting through this together, please message me, DM me here, or send me a message somehow, because this is what we want people to know. We want to see the progress. We want to see the faith. And PPP, prayers, patience, positivity. Love you guys. Happy Tuesday. And thanks for watching. And miss you. I hope to hug everyone in person soon.